Friend's Hot Mom or one of the features on bangbus.com will get a nod for Best Drama.
Let's hope. Come on.
Let's hope. Do you ever... there's a very sort of like uptight English television presenter, a sports guy. I don't know if he's still around in England, but I think his name was Desmond Lyman. And the first year that beach volleyball became part of the Olympics, this is how he introduced it. He was like, right then, going down to the pub has not yet become an Olympic sport, but somehow beach volleyball has. Here's how it works. He couldn't possibly have showed more disdain for it. And I think that's how a lot of people feel about digital-only stuff ending up being nominated for Emmy Awards. But, this means a lot of your friends in the adult industry might be just a hop, skip, and a jump away from collecting some real awards, Funkhouser.
Hope so. I hope they credit me in their thank you notes.
What else happened? Did you watch any of it?
I did. I saw the whole thing. Mm-hmm.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
See, you're an LA guy. I think, entertainment award shows, maybe, and stop me if I'm being egregiously unfair, but, the entertainment industry, it's it's the lifeblood of Los Angeles in a lot of ways. It's metal being part of Pittsburgh or something like that. It's like the New York Stock Exchange in New York. The entertainment industry is a part of the fabric of people of Los Angeles. So I kind of give, I understand more when people that are from LA say they watched entertainment award shows. Is that fair? Is that okay to say?
I think everybody in LA hates the award shows because it closes the streets and makes life a real bitch to get around. But
right. But you watch them.
I watch them because I like Disneyland and stuff like that. Magical moments. The In Memoriam was really good because they had Billy Crystal coming out.
Yeah. That's got to be tough. I never watch anything like this anymore because you just know you can basically get the entertaining Cliff Notes the next morning online.
Yeah.
And I almost watched the Billy Crystal thing, his tribute to Robin Williams. I was like, no, that'll make me sad and reflective, and I just can't be sad and reflective on a Tuesday. I've got to go into the office and kick some sort of ass. So that'll just make me feel things, and I can't have that when I'm going into middle management. So I gave it a big misseroo, but I kind of plan to watch that over the weekend. It was good.
Well, the one clip you have to see is this Sofia Vergara thing that she introduced the head of TV or something, and they put her on a rotating pedestal as he did the the most boring part of the award show is when the head of the awards committee comes out and talks about how important it is. Well, while they were doing that, Sofia Vergara was doing a little spin.
So she was actually finally just you couldn't have someone more effectively objectified in the entertainment industry for being a woman. We're just going to have you stand up here, spin around, and look pretty. Well, to make this boring part more interesting, that's what happened?
That's what they're saying, too, today. And it was, and it did.
I could see that. What else happened?
Peter Dinklage didn't win for Best Supporting Actor in a Drama Series.
Oh, yeah. I bet a lot of people were angry about that.
He's that little
Peter
guy,
Dinklage,
right?
Yeah, he's a little person that's been in tons of stuff. But he's really having a great run of it in Game of Thrones. I guess I could understand him not winning. He's easy to overlook. See what I did there? I think it bothered him, though, because people who saw him afterwards said he was a little short with him.
It's just one of those days, can't get out of bed. Everything's wrong, can't get right in the head. Too drunk for a shrink, the pills ain't no good. They're just not working the way that they should. All this coffee, it just makes me shake. And everything I try to do is a mistake. And everything I know is wrong again. And as days just
Thank you for being part of my radio family. If you want to join the conversation, at 80SXE is where you can find me. Also holler at Super Producers of the Stars. Barry Funkhouser at Funk FM is where he bees on Twitter. I got a tweet from Reaper Garcia. on Twitter, and I think he was making reference to the symphony crowd I was doing an impersonation of, my stodgy, sort of like uptight English accent. I say, it's really, it's simply wonderful to see you here. Yes, isn't it great? Being white and stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with being a different color, but being white, it does rule. But he gave me the nicest compliment. He said, my Thurston Howell is pretty good. And I was like, Thurston Howell. That's what it is. I'd always gone for a grown-up version of Stewie from Family Guy, but yeah, Thurston Howell sounds infinitely classier. Guy called Donnie Meismer tweeted me saying, I try and do that same voice when I order an expensive prostitute. I mean, wine. I love my radio family. If you're a part of it, thank you so much for being so. Funkhouser, you are cohabiting as of this Monday with the new girlfriend.
Yes.
How's that working out? It's good. Like, I mean, you know what's interesting though? You guys haven't been together a really long time, have you? And you're already jumping into that, sharing a space thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, they say when you know, and I've been through hell in my last one, so this is the polar opposite, and it's going okay.
I gotta say, hey, now there's a stunning endorsement. It's going okay. I have to say though, like when I first met you, I met your girlfriend at the same time, and to your credit, and one, like, if it was some other friend of mine, I'd be like, really, dude, you've only been together this long, you're gonna move in together. I would have said that, except for when I met you guys. You'd only been together for, a few weeks. It was like a brand new relationship, right?
Yeah, it was our first, vacation trip out of town together.
Yeah. And so when I met you guys, you'd only been together for a few weeks, but I thought she'd been your girlfriend of years. You had this really kind of cool, easygoing thing with one another, and you both acted the same. When I first met Funkhouser, I was like, hi, you must be Funkhouser, and I went to shake his hand, and he went, I'm a hugger, and gave me a hug. And then his girlfriend did the same thing. I was like, oh, two peas in a pod, these guys. This guy and this girl, they must have been together for a long time. And I was shocked to find out that you'd only been together for sort of like a couple of weeks. And I was just like, wow, they seem to be built for life together. It's a good one. And I congratulate you on your choice of person to cohabit with. I feel like you're off to a flying start.
You can thank Tinder for that connection. Which is,
the Facebook hookup app. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know anything about Tinder. I don't have it. Although I will say this though. Do you know Grindr?
Yeah.
All right, so Grindr is for people that don't know, it's a gay hookup app. And I went to see Aziz Ansari do stand-up, and he was talking about the Grindr app. I think it was Aziz Ansari. And I was like, that's the craziest thing. And out of curiosity, downloaded the Grindr app. Turns out my across-the-hall neighbor, super gay. Turns out like 5 people on my floor, super gay. Now the guy across the hall, I had an idea of, because there was this one time where, and he's like this manly man doing manly things. Like he looks like a football coach. I would always see him in his football sort of windbreaker being like, did you catch the game today? Manly man doing manly things. And then one time when I was riding the elevator up, he was decked out in full regalia. And bear in mind, this guy's 45, 50. And he was 45 or 50, and we were riding the elevator together, and this guy lives across the hall from me. And in the elevator with him, a young man that I'd never seen before, this sort of Asian 19-year-old that goes into his house with him. And I was like, So it was little to no surprise to find out that he showed up on the Grindr app. It was like, you have someone on the Grindr app 10 feet away from you. I was like, no. And then I realized across the hallway, there he was. Yep, true story.
By the way, a straight one called Blender.
Really?
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. I don't buy into that. The Grindr app, I think, is legit and real deal, because it showed me 5 people that lived in my building that were gay and looking for companionship, quick, smart. And these are people that I'd seen around. I think that any kind of straight sort of like thing like that, like that's purely about getting busy, about getting bumping uglies or sort of like getting horizontal with people or swapping bodily fluids, any kind of thing like that, I don't believe in. I don't believe in. Like, did you see that thing about Ashley Madison? The women are waiting to have an affair with you. They hate their husbands and they just want what you're packing south of the equator, big boy. Like, you know the Ashley Madison website, right?
Oh, yeah.
It turns out like 40% of the female profiles on there are fake or something like that. I don't know. The company's getting sued I'm inclined to believe that most of what you're going to find on a guy-girl hookup sort of situation that is expressly just about sex is going to be like, I think you're going to find about 10% will probably be legit. 40% will be prostitutes or escort services, and the other 40% will be fake. That's what I'm guessing with the straight hookup app. Why? Do you know anybody that's used it with any success?
Oh, I mean, yeah. Which one? Grindr?
Not Grindr.
Blender?
Like I believe the gay one works impeccably, but the
that one works like ordering free delivery or something.
Yeah, it's just
Blender.
Insert your own Wayne's World cream of some young guy joke wherever you feel it's appropriate. But like, what else?
Well, Blender works.
Really?
Yeah, it works.
You've used it?
Uh-huh.
Which segues right into my next segment about good things about being single. There's a few benefits to staying single. You spend 4 to 5 hours less doing chores every week. You get 30 more minutes of sleep a night. You don't have to lie about your finances, which 35% of couples who combine finances admit they've done. Why else should you be staying single? We'll discuss that shortly. Joining the conversation at 80SXE at Funk FM.
Starting from here, my head is where I feel numb. From the front of my neck to the base of my skull. Taking it back by the way my mind is working. Like that, my emotion, my control is always shaking. What do I do? What do I do? Rock your radio, 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 with D on your radio, your radio, your radio. Shimmy, shimmy, ah, shimmy, shimmy, AT on your radio like every day. I'm totally all city champion from the north back to the south. And even your mama loves it when I open my mouth. And I love it when your mama opens her mouth too.
You had a bad date over the weekend. This could make you feel better. Benefits of still being single. Funkhouser, now that you've officially moved in with someone over the weekend, you ready to hear what you're missing out on?
Yes.
This one sort of boggles my mind. When you are single, you spend 4 to 5 hours less on chores every week. According to a study at the University of Michigan, single women do 13 hours of chores a week compared to 17 for married men. For single guys, it's 9 hours, 14 hours for married men. I don't understand how single women do 13 hours of chores a week compared to 17 for married women. Guys go up from 9 hours to 14 hours of chores. Sorry, just boggling my mind over these facts. I don't understand how when you come together as a couple, the workload gets bigger. How the hell does that work?
Is that why I'm so tired all the time now?
Probably. I mean, that one I really don't understand. I don't understand it all, because you would think the whole sort of like mathematical equation of many hands making light work. Well, it's just like, as opposed to having to do the laundry, the dishes, and take out the garbage and mow the lawn, you're just going to mow the lawn and take out the garbage. I'm going to do the dishes and the laundry. Or, before feminazis get all up in my grill, you can mow the lawn and do the dishes, and the guy can take out the garbage and do the laundry, just so we're sort of not stereotyping the chore that we're apportioning to either side of the relationship. But bottom line is, I don't understand how people do more chores when they're in a relationship than when they're out. Is it because, Funkhouser, you are the best example I can think of, because this change in your life is the freshest. Did you go from like just sitting in your own filth and living a very sort of like Spartan utilitarian life with no chores necessary? Like, did